Hi, welcome back to Making It with Minglet. Today we're on page 88 of our 100-day challenge, and we are getting down to almost the finish line. And I'm excited. I've got some fun pages to do today, and I have this picture. Now, before I show it to you, when you see this, you're going to laugh. But when I tell you why it makes me laugh and why it made me happy, you'll understand. This right here reminded me of my mother-in-law. She was forever wearing this red slicker rain hat. And she didn't mind, putting on some bling, but when she went out, she was just so, and it was not surprising for her to put her hands on her hips like that, because she had modeled when she was younger. As a young lady that worked, she was photographed frequently by some of the local photographers for the local newspaper, and she's actually in a book about Winston-Salem. And she had her hands popped a certain way, and she would have her legs to where they looked even longer than they were already. I think the guys really loved her, honestly. She was something else, and I saw this and I thought, okay, this goes perfectly with, oh wait, did I lose it? No, this right here goes with this quote right here: don't be afraid to sparkle. And I know this is simple, but we are going to glue this down, and then we're going to bling it up, because that's what we need to do. When we sparkle, we can sparkle in many ways. What makes you sparkle is not the same as what might make me sparkle. Me, I put on a tank top and a pair of cut-off jeans and go outside, and I can sparkle out there. I tell you I can, because that's my comfort zone, and it makes me happy. I've never been one to feel the pressure to, meet everybody's expectations. When I worked, I did my best, but I'm going to tell you, some of those things that they wanted you to do were about crazy. You never know. You never know what they're going to ask you to do when you work for somebody. Don't be afraid to sparkle. Now I've got, let's rub that down some more. Make sure she's not going to bubble up off the page. But that looks a lot like my mother-in-law. If I remember, I'll post a picture of this and a picture of her side by side, because I think that would be pretty cool. Now I've got this trim that was given to me, and I'm going to sparkle up our lady here. We're going to hope it sticks really good. It's pretty sticky, pretty gummy, so I'm hoping that it'll do good. I don't know why I rounded that. I probably could have left it without rounding it. Have to keep your eye on the prize. What are you doing? Yes, I just cut paper like a 5-year-old. I have no strength in my hand. I sprayed for the deer, and where my arm was healing from the fall, it decided to get a lot worse. So I do have an appointment to go to the doctor. So I get stitches out on Friday, and I go see the doctor, and I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to put me in some stupid sling, if not worse. And then they're going to order physical therapy. If I knew what to do, I'd do it, but I've done everything I know to do. And it's just not going so good right now. Alright, so we have that. And I think that's probably good for this part. I need sharp scissors for this. Okay, that one, I want that off. We're just going to fix this right up. Don't be afraid to sparkle. And you'll notice that I've used this throughout this particular volume. This was once a blouse that I loved, and then I lost weight and it didn't fit anymore. Of course, if I hadn't cut it up, I could wear it now because I've gained that weight back. Every time they change medicines, something happens. Put you on one, you lose weight. Put you on another one, you gain weight. So it's like a roller coaster. I got skinny. You walk in my closet, and I've got skinny clothes, medium size, well, fat, extra fat, and mediums. And I liked it when I was wearing those mediums. I liked it a lot, but fortunately, it's not lasting. And I don't think this is going to hold that because that was crooked. Let's try putting it down and putting weight over top of it and see if that does the trick. Now I need to see where my sequins are. I do have sequins and I do have like rhinestones. So I need to find those and pull those out. Not that box. I'm looking at them without seeing the labels here, so be patient, grasshopper. Nope, not there. Okay, not where I thought it would be, so let me see. Do I dare get out the glitter? Oh, I don't like glitter. I don't like glitter at all. What if I do, okay, I'll be back. Alright, I finally found my sequins, and I had forgotten that my daughter had brought me a whole container of them, and I had put them in the closet where the things like embellishments go. Imagine that. If it had been a snake, it would have bit me. But rather than have you watch me fidget with getting my little sparkles on, because I didn't have tweezers that would work, and my hand's not grasping well, so there you have it. I did find this piece of lace that I had brought over the other day, and I thought, well, that needs to go with the sparkles. And then I found in the bling thing, I found this little crown and a fleur de lis. I think it's fleur de lis. But I thought, okay, that needs to go on there too. So I am going to just press this on. I think it might have been on socks or something. It may have been on something that we brought back from the UK. I just don't remember what it was. So we're adding a crown to our bling. And I will post, in the community tab, I will put a post of this picture and a picture of my mother-in-law, and you'll see why I thought of her when I saw this. And if you've been around any length of time, you'll know I love my mother-in-law dearly. She was like my best friend. From the time we got married, even before then, she was always so kind and good to me, and She enjoyed. She liked to spoil me, so she took her mother-in-law business seriously, and I appreciate that. But just remember, don't be afraid to sparkle, and you sparkle in your way. My way and your way may be different, but we can all shine. There's a place for everybody. So until next time, this is our. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We've only got a few more days to journal, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I thank you so much for coming along with me. Until next time, be well, my friends. Bye bye.